Okay, so I am here. I got off the other one, got off, deleted it because it is absolutely a mess. So today is going to be day one of our wellness challenge. And I know I posted in the group about um, if you feel like $30 is too much and you can't afford it right now, that is fine. Um, I would rather you come and uh, learn about wellness and uh, do the yoga, learn about self care because that is so, so important. Um, I I love to answer questions. I love Q&As. Um, I love to. This is my passion. My passion is to help people just feel better. And wellness is all about creating those tiny habits to change whatever it is that you are wanting to change. Not what you think other people want you to change, but what you want to change. So, since I'm not sure who all is here, I'm not sure if anyone has showed up. Um, I'm not good at this kind of thing. Um, if no one is here, that is still fine. We are going to eh, we're going these will all be here, and anyone, honestly, anyone can watch them. So I appreciate you guys being here. So what we're going to do for today, our very first day, is we're going to talk about the dimensions of wellness and how they are like a trivia game, you know, for us older people. We remember the original trivia where it had the little pie, you know, the little circle, and you put little slices of pie in there. And each of those slices of pie for wellness uh, is a dimension of wellness. If any of those pies are missing, then you do not have a complete wellness circle. And if you do not have a complete wellness circle, you are not well. You may feel good at times. You may, you know, uh, have good days and bad days. But in order to have a complete wellness circle, you need to have each of those dimensions. And we're going to talk about those. Each dimension, we have emotional, financial, social, spiritual, occupational, physical, intellectual, and environmental. So each of those represents a piece of your wellness pie. So what wellness is, that's my dog, Karma. She is here with me today because we had someone doing our lawn and she's a kitty. Come on. Karma. She's gonna like this here. And I didn't want her to bite him. So, um, so back to wellness. Wellness involves being aware of ourselves as a whole person, including a sense of balance and comfort. It is a sense of things that are going well for us today and can continue to go well for us tomorrow. These are things that are going to continue on. Uh, and it is in a sense that we have a meaningful relationship with ourselves and a sense of meaning and purpose in life. And although, you know, sometimes we have setbacks, sometimes things don't go as they're planned, and we have stress, and we have setbacks, and things happen. people, humans, we are resilient. We have strength. We have resources. We have the will to survive. We do not just quit. We will go out of our way to do anything to get ourselves back up. Because no one likes to be down, right? So, stress, addiction, illness, traumatic experiences impact our wellness and our balance. Developing a personal wellness program and defining it for you is very critical. My wellness pie does not look like your wellness pie because we're all different. So we're going to incorporate and learn how to incorporate, and I hope you're taking notes, on how to incorporate these 8 dimensions. Each dimension can affect your overall quality of life because it actually directly relates to how long you live and how well you live. So you have longevity and your quality of life. So that seems pretty important, doesn't it? To get your dimensions in check. So when we look at our 8 dimensions, you can think of them also as a circle for each dimension. The emotional, financial, social, spiritual, environmental, everything. And those circles are connected with each circle. Here, I'll show you a picture. That is your wellness circle. So as you can see, and hear my dog cry because she wants out of this shut room. She doesn't like a shut. They're all interconnected. And since they're all interconnected, that means the pieces of your pie need to be connected as well. So your social is connected to your financial is connected to your emotional, and your social. Everything is connected. So when we look at them, we are drawn to the idea of how they're connected. We all know how much they are connected in our lives. Karma, come here, baby. Come here. Good dog. She just needs some loving. So we all know how much they're connected. When we feel emotionally stressed, like we have increasing debt, we have family problems, we have, just everyday stress. We experience emotional stress, which is anxiety, sometimes leading to physical problems like illness, because we know that depression can cause physical illness. It happens. And we become less effective at our jobs, at our careers. Maybe we don't like our careers. Baby girl. Maybe we even start questioning our own meaning to life, our own spirituality, our own purpose. What's our purpose? What are we doing? You start maybe questioning your spiritual role, your religion, your higher power, your divinity. When we are not working, it's bad. We get stressed. When we lose some of our opportunities to interact with other people and be social, because as humans we are social creatures, and we do need that interactiveness with our friends and family. Maybe we can't get the quality of food we need for our nutrition. Maybe we can't get the medical care that we need for certain things. Uh, Things that we need to stay well, things that we need to feel safe. Um, what about the place that you live, your environment? Do you live in a healthy home? Do you live in a toxic home? Um, are you in a good environment? Do you have a good support system? Do you need to maybe get rid of a few people that bring you down? So think about it. Stress, addiction, trauma, disappointment, and loss can impact our wellness and balance of our lives. It seems important to balance work with play and rest, and balance time out for recuperation and recovery from a very fully productive life. And to balance that desire with rapid change, with the known effectiveness of slow changes to build good habits. So, I have a great book. Y'all want to see my dog now? Karma. Hey, Karma. Karma. Karma, look. Want to say hi? Yeah.
Oh, what's my baby girl? No,
I know. I'm a sucker. We're her third family, so she's a rescue. I gotta love her. So anyway, back to habits. Habits are the key to creating your wellness program, your wellness circle, your habits. There's a great book by B.J. Fogg, and that's Fogg, and it's called Tiny Habits. And it's a wonderful book on how to initiate the changes that you want to see in your life. Come on, you want up here? What, come on up here? Or are you telling me, Kathy? Okay. So there's the changes that you want to see in your life. He talks about and he's a psychologist, of course, or a psychiatrist when he wrote this book. He talked about one of his patients who was so overwhelmed with life that she could not even get up to take a shower. She couldn't get out of bed. And when she did do those things, she couldn't bring herself to brush her teeth. She couldn't bring herself to floss. So she started with a tiny habit. She would floss one tooth. Come on. You can come on. She would floss one tooth. That was enough for her that day, just to do one. The next day, maybe she flossed two. That was enough for her that day. After a while, she's able to floss all of her teeth. I know that sounds to us maybe a little extreme, but there are people who suffer mental illness that need those tiny habits to help them, because they're overwhelmed with the thought of doing something so much. Tiny habits are wonderful. I use tiny habits. I started setting my alarm clock because I wanted to get up at 5 a.m. because the rest of my days are always busy. So I wanted my time. So I started setting my clock at 5 a.m. Now, I did not get up at 5 a.m. the first few times that my alarm was set, which woke me up, which made me, and it just kept going. And now I'm getting up at 5 a.m. And I have my alone time. I drink my coffee. I do my yoga. I journal. It's my time. Whatever I want to do. Or I pet my peppers right here, Miss Karma. I pet them so much. She's so adorable. Sorry. So that's another thing we're going to talk about is our tiny habits. What tiny habit could you start today to help one of your wellness circle ties. Our habits affect everything that we do. They affect how we feel, how we work, how we fuel our minds, our bodies, and how we spend and save our money. Habits become ingrained in us, and we have to work consciously to maintain or establish good habits. What you doing? Why are we crying? Why are we crying? I will let you have to run at the place in just a minute. Okay. I love you. What was I? So we have to establish those good habits because they contribute to our wellness, our valued roles, our personal goals. Some habits, like excessive alcohol, excessive drug use, chemicals, consumption of lots of energy drinks, sugar, fat-laden foods. Those are some things that are bad habits, but who doesn't like chocolate every now and then? Me, I love chocolate. And who doesn't like a glass of wine every now and then? Everything in moderation is okay. It's not saying never, ever, ever have any of those things, but be cognizant and aware of those habits and try to limit hair, y'all. I think I say something. So another part of wellness is our valued roles, such as friend, worker, volunteer, student, colleague, parent, spouse, community member, doggo lovers, kitty lovers. Those are our roles that provide our identity. They drive our daily activities and ignite our passions. Where are you going? Wellness involves a sense of empowerment. Each and every day we wake up and we can make choices. Empowerment goes hand in hand with taking personal responsibility for our day-to-day lives, and by the choices we make. We make choices every day. Some people say, "What, baby? Come on, do you want that? Come on. Come on. Oh my God, you're so big to be a lap dog. Come here. Alright, you want to see this? That's my dog. My lap dog. Yeah. Whole 110 pounds over. So, where were we at? So, the choices of our lives. So wellness is what you already do now. It's your daily routines, your habits, values, life goals, and activities. But what else can you do? What are the changes that you need to make? So what I'd love for you to do is have yourself a little journal. I actually use an app called Reflection App, and it's on your phone. You're able to lock it, no one can read it, and you can actually, whenever you go to journal, when you go to journal, you can actually hit the microphone, and when you hit the microphone, you can just talk. So you don't even have to write it. You don't have to type it. You don't have to do anything to it. You just talk. Talk about your day. Talk about your wellness journey. Day one. Day one. Write down each of your wellness ties. Remember our ties: emotional, financial, social, spiritual, occupational, physical, intellectual, environmental. Make a post for each of those, something that you might want to change, something you might want to go with. So record your strengths, your thoughts about areas you want to change or improve, maybe things you want to start or stop doing. And let's see where we go with that. Let's see if we can plan and grow together. Let's see. So the WHO, which is the World Health Organization, defines wellness as not the absence of disease, illness, or stress, but the presence of purpose in life, active involvement in satisfying work and play, joyful relationships, a healthy body and living environment, and happiness. So wellness is not the absence of disease. It is the presence of those things. So wellness is a conscious and deliberate process that requires being aware and making lifestyle choices for a more satisfying lifestyle. A wellness lifestyle includes defined balance of health habits, such as sleep and rest, eating well, productivity, participating in meaningful activities, contact with supporters and like-minded individuals. It's multi-dimensional, like we said, physical, spiritual, social, emotional, intellectual, occupational, environment, and financial. Financial is a scary one, I know. So, on your physical wellness, I have a page that I'm going to upload and see if I can get it on there. So your physical wellness involves the maintenance of a healthy body, good physical health, habits, good nutrition, exercise, and obtaining appropriate health care. Yes, that means making a doctor appointment and doing an annual and making sure that everything is okay. So what I want you to do is your strength. These are the things that you do well. I want you to write down in your journal your daily activities, your habits, and value life activities that build and maintain your physical wellness. And then I want you to do a physical wellness self-assessment. And I will upload this. I will take a picture and put it on the website for you. And you can write that down in your journal. And on your physical wellness, I want you to write down things I would like to do on your physical wellness. And that can include mountain climbing. That can include hiking, swimming, yoga, dance, Zumba, CrossFit, Pilates, any stretching, taking a walk, anything that is going to increase your wellness. And these are things that you want to do. So on your intellectual wellness, this involves lifelong learning, application of knowledge learned, and sharing knowledge. I want you to write down your strengths, once again, for your intellectual, and I will upload a copy of that as well. It's your daily routines, your habits, and that build and maintain your intellectual wellness. And then you're going to do an intellectual wellness self-assessment. You went down, baby. Went down? I love my peppers. Intellectual wellness involves lifelong learning, learning applications, sharing your knowledge, things that you do well. I want you to write your strengths, your daily routines and habits, and valued life activities that build and maintain your intellectual wellness. Okay? I'm going to upload that one for you. See, yes, I have the liquor. I don't know how that happened. I'll let you out in a minute. She hates photos. And then on the other side, you're going to have your intellectual wellness, and you're going to put things that I would like to do. So, think about this. Intellectual wellness. Something you want. Baby, hold on. As soon as our lady leaves, I'll open the door. Things that you want to do. New things you want to learn. Right now, I am learning how to play crystal singing bowls to do sound baths for guided meditations because they're just so beautiful. And I will share on here within the next 30 days one of those. We're going to do a guided meditation. So think of something that you want to do. I'm learning how to do singing bowls. I'm also learning how to, it's called Yogi Flight School, and I am learning how to do better arm balances and better inversions. I'm also taking classes on, I'm also taking classes to transfer over to Carleton to finish my bachelor's degree in kinesiology, to further my massage therapy and personal training businesses, because it's so important to know how your body moves. So those are the things that I'm doing, and I want you to write down the things that you are going to want to do, because that's very important. So your next one is your environmental wellness. So this involves being and feeling physically safe in your environment. Clean, safe surroundings. You have access to clean air, food, and water. It includes both your micro environment, so that's places where we live, learn, and work, and our macro environment, which is our community, our country, and pretty much our whole planet. So let's do this once again. These are the things that you do well, your daily routine and habits, and I'll upload that for you as well. And for your environmental wellness, things that you would like to do. What would you like to do? I actually want to learn how to create a composting bed in my backyard, so I can start composting our waste instead of throwing it into the landfill. I practice buying recycled plastic, because plastic, takes forever, like it never biodegrades. So I make sure the things that I buy are recycled things. You'll have to give me a minute. As soon as she leaves, we will go into our yoga practice, okay? I don't know why I'm going there right now. She just So that's what we're going to do. Things that you'd like to do to help your environment. And that could also be getting out of a toxic relationship, letting go of a toxic friendship. Those things are hard to do and they're scary to do. And make sure you incorporate your good environment support system, your social support system to help you with that, because that is very, very important. Um, our next one is going to be our spiritual wellness. So this involves having meaning and purpose and a sense of balance and peace. So the things that you do well, your daily routines, your habits, and your valued life activities that build and maintain spiritual wellness. So whatever you do, whatever you believe in, your spirituality, your divinity, learn more about it. Christianity, read your Bible, pray, really get into learning about your religion and why you believe the way that you do. Um, I think that's beautiful, actually, to learn about our spiritual wellness and where we sit on that continuum. There may be things you agree with, things you don't agree with, but you're going to learn a lot about yourself, and that's so important. So your spiritual wellness, things that you would like to do, maybe take a Bible reading class, host a Bible reading every week or once a month, you know. Just start doing something that you would like to do, which also connects to your social wellness. That involves the relationships with friends and family in the community, having an interest in and concerns for the needs of others and humankind. So it's not just yourself. It's not just the people you like. It's everyone. Love is the answer. So let's do your strengths. What are the things that you do well? What are your daily routines and habits? Your valued life activities that build and maintain social wellness. And I'm going to take a picture and upload so you can see it, and then you can journal it. And remember, I use the Reflection app, but you can use whatever you want. You can even use pen and paper, which I love. I have like 400 journals. I've been journaling since I was like 7. But I'm a weirdo. So on your social wellness, things that you would like to do more or better. For me, I know I seem like I'm extroverted, but really I'm not. Really, I love being at home. I am I'm homebody. It takes a lot to get me out and about. So, what I did, so your social wellness, things that you would like to do, what I did is I joined the chamber. I was into business, which means I have to develop relationships, and I now enjoy developing those relationships, but I think there's more that I can do. So I'm going on this journey with you guys, and doing the same thing, because I want to see what my wellness circle is. I feel sometimes I do have a good wellness circle, but I think to do better. So social wellness is going to be one of the toughest for me, because people. I think y'all can all relate to that, right? So let's see, do we have anyone here with us yet? Oh! I don't know what it is. Let's see. Still no current viewers, but that is okay, because we are going to keep going, and y'all are going to get to read this later. There I am. Whew. Okay, so our next one is going to be emotional wellness. This involves the ability to express feelings, enjoy life, adjust to emotional changes, and cope with stress and traumatic life experiences. I want you to list your strengths, the things that you do well, your daily routines and habits, and how you maintain your emotional wellness. And once again, you're going to do a self-assessment, and I will upload that, take a picture, and put it on there for you. And then I want you to also do the emotional wellness things I would like to do. What are some things in your emotional wellness that you would like to do? For me, for emotional wellness, I need to express feelings more. My favorite word is fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Things are good. That's how I cope with stress, and that's how I cope with traumatic life experiences. I compartmentalize. I would like to not compartmentalize. I would like to, I would like to actually open my mouth when someone says, can I help you with something? Instead of going, no, I got this, I'm good. Say, oh gosh, yes, please. Because we all know, my generation, I'm 50. I don't even mind saying I'm 50 anymore. I used to freak out, but I don't. I'm 50. And we come from the generation of, you don't show your feelings. You don't cry, you don't hug, you do what you gotta do, and you do it. And don't show weakness. Well, weakness is pretty important to emotional health. Weakness shows that we can be vulnerable with people, and we should be vulnerable with people. Not being able to be vulnerable with your people, and I'm not saying everyone, please, pick your tribe. Those are your people to be emotional with, not a random stranger who has no idea about it, because that could be scary as well, especially being around it. So now let's talk about financial wellness. This involves the ability to have financial resources and meet practical needs and a sense of control and knowledge about your personal finances. So let's list your strengths. Those are the things that you do well. And journal those. I have this little journal that I'm going to upload for you, and it's going to be a financial wellness self-assessment. Feel free to share. Whenever I do mine, I will share with you. So it's not a big deal. And then on the things that you would like to do for your financial wellness, which could be budgeting better, maybe not buying that Frappuccino 5 days a week, maybe starting a savings account and just putting 5% of your earnings into that savings account. And then once it gets so much money, turn it over into a CD or get you a financial advisor to help you. I think that's what I'm going to do. I do have a savings. I do have a 401k. Well, actually, it's an IRA now since I retired that I contribute to. So I contribute to that every month. I also contribute 5% of every transaction from work that goes into a savings account as well. So those are the things that I'm implementing to help keep myself more financial freedom. The financial freedom to do whatever I want, to take a vacation once a year, to buy my grandbabies whatever it is that they want to do. Oh, I can't resist that. So other one is on occupational wellness. And this involves participating in activities that provide meaning and purpose, including employment. So, same thing on your strengths. These are the things that you do well. You want to put your daily routine in there, your habits, and see what that looks like. And then you're going to take your occupational wellness self-assessment. So here are some other things that we're going to work on. And this is the occupational part. I'm going to upload it. What are you looking for work? Or I plan to enter or return to the workforce, or I hope to increase my work hours. You're going to go through there. I am not working due to retirement or being a full-time student, family caregiver responsibility, or just by choice. And you're going to fill that out. And you can keep that to yourself. You don't have to post that. That seems very personal. And we don't want that coming back on you. Also, you're going to write down on your occupational wellness things I would like to do. What are some of the occupational wellness things that you would like to do? Would you like to change jobs? Would you like to do something with purpose and meaning? Would you like to do charitable work? Would you like to do anything in the occupational field? I know if I was filthy rich with unencumbered finances, I would be the biggest philanthropist ever. I give things away all the time. I am probably the worst business person in the world. I'm like, oh, you need that? You can't afford it? Okay, good. I'll just try it. Worst. And that's only because I love charitable acts. I am an acts of service type. And I believe everyone needs help at some point. And I would be that help. I know you're getting anxious to get out of this room. We're almost done. Not that hurt. So, what we focus on expands. When the day seems rough or you feel stressed in a moment, remember your wellness strengths you listed in every single thing that you did. If you want to make a change or improve in any areas, seek support from your friends, family members, or colleagues. Also, come talk to me. I love to talk about wellness. And I'm also about, if you're in my office, I'm bound by HIPAA, which means I can't talk about you to anybody. That's safety right there. So, what do we know about wellness? What have we learned? That it is a conscious, deliberate process that requires being aware of and making choices for a more satisfying lifestyle. Right? Right? Okay. I'm going to make sure I get these put up for you so that way you can go through them and read them. It will also have the picture so that way you can see the definitions of each one and talk about it. And I'll have those up at the end of today. I'm going to step away real quick and see if the person that was here has left, and if she has, we will go to our yoga, but it does not look like she has left yet. So, do we have any Q&A? Anything you want to talk about? Any questions? Give me some questions. I hate that everybody's here. Are you really going to eat the handle on my drawers? You know? Are you? Is that what you're doing? Y'all should see his face. Y'all should see his face. I'm dying to answer questions. I'm going to show you her face again. Look at that face. Oh, she ran. She ran away. She's like, bye out. See you later. She probably wants me to go get her a blanket or a pillow. So, since nobody's really here, I'm going to run and get her a pillow because she loves her pillow. Okay? Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. I had to get the Peppers her pillow. See how she's happy. If you just give me a few more minutes, we will transfer over to the yoga room and we will do yoga. We've been on here for 48 minutes. Which is vegan. I wasn't expecting my person that helps clean here at the same time as here. So, oops. So, I brought my puppers. With bringing my puppers, I have to keep the door locked because she has some social anxiety. Yeah. Because she wasn't treated well in her little life before she got there. So I might just take her into the yoga room with us and shut the door so she can't get out. You want to do that? And do yoga with me? Yeah, want to do some yoga with me? We might do that. She's I'm going to take Connor into the, actually, you know what? I'm going to take this first. And this is fun. That way she doesn't, get on me. Because she's a needy little girl. Alright. Let's see. So my plan is basically to start with some basic warm-up sessions, and we're going to find a perfect place to do this together. And do exactly everything. I hate to hear her cry. One more time. Don't worry. I'll just down more. And hopefully you can hear me. That's my dog. Totally fine. And just get that. Yes, we're doing yoga. There's Thomas. That's my girl. And girl, you better get on my yoga mat. I'm getting us some movement because yoga without yoga movement, this is not yoga. So I'm going to be taking off my glasses. It's a little dark, isn't it? This ain't going to be fun. Just that helps. You want your own yoga mat? Come on. Here. There's your own yoga mat. What are you doing with that? Alright, so let's, it's a little loud. Let's start off in Tadasana. Tadasana is mountain pose. And what it does, it is meant to ground you and center you and get you ready for your practice. Take some nice breaths, wiggle your toes, pushing down into your mat. The door walk time. Take a nice upward salute. Take a look up. Give yourself a nice back bend. Take an inhale. And on your exhale, forward fold. cannot touch into your head. I just love life. So, we're taking our upper point together. Put the back in. Let's just feel the back in. Make sure your biceps between your ears. You're going to inhale and then forward fold on the exhale. Now, you need to be able to put your head to your knees. So if you cannot, bend your knees, put your chest on your thighs, and grab your elbows. Let the base stress just kind of fall from your head. And then on an inhale, we're going to straighten out the knees and do some nice calf work. Look straight ahead. Remember that your neck and head is an extension of your spine. Take a couple of inhales and exhales. Forward fold down onto your covers. Put your hands on the ground. And come into tabletop position. So tabletop position, we're going to come into cat-cow. So we're going to work on our flexion and extension of our spine. We want to create something called a hasta bandha, and that is creating a bind with your fingers and your hands on your mat. So you want all of the pads of your fingers and hands to touch the mat, and it's going to make suction right here on your knee. And you want your arms to be shoulder width apart. Hasta bandha, shoulder width apart. Knees or hip width apart. Toes are up. I gave you your arms on the mat. We're still a dog. So, create your hot spot. We're going to start out for cow. And you want to make sure that your shoulder is over your elbows, is over your wrist. So you want to stack your bones, stack your joints. That will keep you safe. A narrow base is a safe base. So on your inhale, you're going to lift your head, and you're going to drop your stomach, drop your hips. As you feel yourself coming back, come up over your shoulders. And on your exhale, you're going to push into the mat. For cow. You're going to press into that mat. You're going to tilt your pelvis forward, arch and round your back. We're going to do this 3 times. So inhale cow. Exhale cat. Inhale cat. Exhale cat. And then we're going to come back into cow pose. And this is where you're going to child's pose is a resting position. It's going to get us ready for the next part of our yoga session on stretching. So you should have some nice back flexion and extension. And if you feel like your neck is a little stiff still, you can put your ears, your right ear to your right shoulder, drop your left shoulder, and feel that nice stretch. And then do your left side, so right ear to right shoulder, drop your, left ear to left shoulder, drop your right shoulder. Good. So child's pose can be done 2 ways, 3 ways technically. It can be done in a traditional sense. This is traditional child's pose. You can widen, keep your big toes together, widen your knees, and walk yourself out. And just rest. Unless you have a dog butt on your head. Just while you're in your child's pose, take a good 3 to 4 breaths. Get yourself ready. Good, I hope my cooking smells funny. So when you're ready, come out of your child's pose. We're going to come back up to tabletop position. Tabletop position. You can come up to the top of your mat. Make sure your shoulder over elbow over wrist. And then you're going to step back into plank. Come up over your shoulders just a little bit. Okay? We're going to take a nice inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to go knee, chest, chin, and then cobra. We're going to curl our toes and come into downward dog. So for downward dog, your arms are going to be at the same spot. You're going to rotate to where your elbows are facing out. You're going to create your Hastabandha. It's okay if your heels do not touch the ground. So you can be like this if you want. There's no rule. There's no yoga rule book that says that your feet have to touch the ground. So if they can, great. Make sure you lift your tailbone straight to the sky. You've created your Hastabandha. You've protracted your shoulder blades. And you're going to take some breaths. Make sure your head is nice and loose. And you are looking at the wall behind you. You're going to take your right leg for someone to stretch. I want you to take your right arm, touch your left ankle, and left arm, touch your right ankle. Do that 3 times. Take a breath. I want you to bend your knees. I want you to take your right leg. Put 3 down if you need to. I want your right leg to come up. Frame your foot. Put your left leg up. And it's a beautiful runner's lunge. Sit here a second, and then we're going to get set up for, don't worry, Carmen will not be here tomorrow. We're going to get set up for our warrior one pose. So, your back left foot needs to face the top corner of your left knee. So that's a 45-degree angle. And since we're new, I want you to just go ahead and come up. Just to feel what it feels like. Oh, and my thing is I do not wear matching socks ever. So, 45-degree angle. Your right front leg. Let's give it a nice bend. Hips are facing the top of your mat. On your next inhale, you're going to raise your arms. This is warrior one. Take 3 beautiful breaths. On your third exhale, I want you to rotate your back foot 180 degrees and ground down into that back foot. I want you to turn your hips to face the outside of your mat. Then I want you to extend your arms. Then I want you to extend that front knee. Give yourself a nice stretch. This is warrior 2. I want you to look back over your shoulder. That's your past. You don't look there anymore. Tell it to die. Look over your front. This is your present and your future. This is where everything needs to be. Turn your hands over. Reach. And then into reverse forward. Take a nice breath. Inhale. Exhale into beginner's triangle. And if you're not a beginner and you want to go lower, go ahead and put that arm down. Frame your foot. Bring your foot back into a runner's lunge. Drop your knees. Come on up for a nice hip flutter. Now make any adjustments you need to make, any micro adjustments. Yoga is a personal journey. It's meant for you to your alone, so my journey is different than your journey. So only go as far as your body says it's supposed to be okay. Take a deep breath, and on the inhale, come into our first crescent and walk that left hip. And curl your hips. Then we're going to come down and go inside the foot. We're going to walk the foot out. Elongate our back leg. Use our left arm as a a balancer. Put your right elbow into your right knee, and remember to twist your torso. So you're going to get a stretch right here in your glutes, your hamstring, and your TFL, and a little bit onto your backtolateral. Take 2 breaths. And then come back in. Walk your foot in. Come back into half monkey. So this is just a nice little collarbone. And then let's walk it back up. Frame your foot. I want you to take your right foot. Put it wherever it feels comfortable. Elongate your back leg. And I want you to come into your first pigeon of the day. Take some breath. Kind of find out where your pigeon feels good. And then walk it out. Take 3 breaths. On your third exhale, go ahead and turn that up. Curl your toe. Come into your plank position. We're going to vinyasa, knees, chest, chin, cobra. Take some breath. Come into your palisade. Give yourself 4 or 5 breaths. When you're ready, come into your tabletop, curl your toes, do your micro adjustment, Hastabandha. Throw your sit bones straight into the air. So amazing. You can walk your dog when you have tight calves. Touch, 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 touch. Go ahead and put your knees down. Now we're going to get set up for our warrior 1 on our left side. So, bring your left foot forward. Frame it. Lift your back leg up. Get a nice lift forward. And a nice breath. And get ready for your setup. Now I want you to set up nice and slow until you get the hang of warrior 1. So just take your back foot, put it facing the right corner of your mat. And I want you to just go ahead and sit up. And then when you sit up, I want you to find your sweet spot. And I want you to turn your hips to face the mat. And then in that front knee. Don't let it go over your toes or your ankle. Take a deep breath in. Exhale on the way up. And then really sitting down. On your next inhale, lift. Push out back to 180. Set yourself up. Face your hips to the corner. Push your hands up. Look over each of the fingers at the wall. Look over your back. So your drop that back knee. Walk your foot out to the side. We're going to come up onto the bridge of our foot. So we're right here on the bridge of our foot. We're using our other arm as our balancer. We're going to put our left elbow into our knee. And then we're going to twist our torso. And you're going to feel that once again, like I said, here in the glutes, the hamstrings, even up here a little bit on your back, the lateralis. It gives a beautiful stretch. Stay here as long as you want. I honestly can stay in blizzard for forever. I love this place. Yeah. Lay down. Go lay down. Go ahead and come back up. Walk up to the middle. Bring your knee in. Do a little canard. This is half monkey. You can sit up for half monkey. And then in just until you feel a stretch of that hamstring. Point your toes back in. And then just come up. Drop your right hip. Just sit here for a second, enjoying that stretch. Take 2 breaths. On our next inhale, let's finish our stretching. Ready? Have a nice way out if you want. And then come on down. And come back into our half monkey. Come on back up and let's change our position. Put your left leg wherever is comfortable, whether that is parallel or underneath you. Go ahead and elongate your right leg. And kind of find the place where your stretch is, where you're going to feel it. I feel my right up there. My left glute is always where it's in our. So let's walk it down. Take yourself about 4 breaths. So on your 4th exhale, ride it out. Come riding up. We're going to curl our back toes, lift our leg up, come into our plank position. We're going to do our vinyasa, knees, next chin cobra. Back into we're then going to crisscross countertops onto our bottoms. Come up forward. This is our nice full down. So roll yourself back. Start out with a nice little roll. Roll it back. There you go. take our feet, put them nice together, do a couple little windshield wipers. Goodbye, Tina. Thank you. Calm and lower down. Now I want you to take your feet as wide as your mat. And I want you to windshield wiper with wide feet. Walk your feet back in. Put your arms back in. I want you to bring your knees to your chest. Grab your knees. You can kind of rock back and forth on your sacrum. Give it a nice little massage. Because that was a lot of back bends that we do. Even though they don't feel like back bends, they are cobra, pigeon champion, and lizard, all of those. Put your feet on the ground. Put the soles of your feet together. Bring them as close and inside as possible. And then let gravity just bring your legs out. I have to put my hands underneath my sacrum because I have a disorder. Just move my back so that all my back isn't touching that. And you need to. Just relax and let your adductors do that step. 2 more breaths. Bring your feet together. I want you to put your left leg down. I want you to bring your right knee up to your chest. Put your left hand on the outside of your right knee. Your right arm out to the right side. And I want you to twist. Take 4 breaths. Now, if you look to your right, it'll be an even bigger step. Now, let's come back to the right. Grab a hold of that knee. Bring your left knee up. Give yourself a little massage in that sacrum. Put your right leg down. Put your right hand on your left knee, left arm out. Twist your torso to the right. Looking over your left, you'll get a much bigger stretch. Give yourself 4 breaths. And then back to the middle. Grab that knee, bring that knee up. You can even make wide. Just to feel that nice little massage there. Put your feet on the ground. This is what we call Shavasana. You swim into whatever goes to the bottom. Some people like to starfish. Some people like to practice their arms. Some people like to keep them close. And some people like to Shavasana like this. Shavasana is wherever is comfortable for you. For me, Shavasana means once again lower back. And you want to do a body scan here. You want to wiggle your toes and your arms. Contract your spine and lower. You want to take a deep breath. See how big my tummy is stomach? You want that big tummy breathe. And then let it out. Feel your lungs deflate. You want your jaw to relax. You want your tongue also to be out. You want to soften your gaze. And then just breathe normal. Shavasana is meant for you to attempt to meditate. Let your thoughts come and go. Let whatever enters your mind, let it. If you don't want it to stay, let it go. If you start noticing any part of your body that is getting tension in it, acknowledge that tension and let it go. So, I use an eye pillow for my Shavasana, and I'll show you. Whenever I do Shavasana, I put a little bit of lavender, just so I can get the best smell. And then I use my eye pillow, so I get off of it. So I'll use my eye pillow. And it is a lavender eye pillow. And when you don't have a puppers to distract you, it is a wonderful, wonderful way to do a full body relaxation. You acknowledge the tension in your body, let it go. You acknowledge thoughts that come into your brain, you let it go. And you just relax. And you want to spend about 3 to 5 minutes in Shavasana to give you enough time to feel that relaxation. So, how do we do for our first day today? Did we do good? All right, let's see. I got something to go around. Let me see. Okay. So, I feel like that should be all for today. I did say an hour a day. We went over by 36 minutes, but that's okay. Uh, I enjoyed being here with you. I will get the things uploaded that I want to put on the site for you. And namaste. Thank you for being here with me today. If you have any questions, please DM me. If you have anything that you would like to talk about, please message me. I am open 24/7, except for 9 to 5 a.m. Then I'm asleep. So, namaste. I will see y'all tomorrow with new stuff. You guys have a great day, great weekend. Happy Sunday. Now let me figure out how to get out of here. I bet I make the funniest faces, don't I?